Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. Ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Blaster, 6. Set, hut. 33, yellow. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Mike Evans with the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock. And I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset. At least start to... creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor. But you go out and score, touchdown the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Here we go, here we go. 1918.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Here's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Ready?
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
52, drill, 52. Ball red. Black shot. White. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. Absolutely fires this one right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Oklahoma. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Ready?
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Come 19.
They'll throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception into points. DeMario Douglas with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
First play is going to be against Genty. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go, Queen Jack.
He's going to throw this one. He's going deep this time. They connect on the deep shot. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the go.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll go play action. Buying some time right. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders take over as he records his 10th career INT. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Down. Mega. 50. Green.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
The kicker on for the point after
Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Jets first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
70.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Here's a throw. I'll set up the screen here for Hall. Open space inside the 40. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 21-7 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they hold him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep throw.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk, set, ready.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Set. Get it. Steady.
He'll look to throw. He gets it again to Mitchell. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it's good for a New York first down.
Go.
1st and 10.
Rolling from the gun here. Completed over the middle. He brushed him off with ease. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready, set.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Forward. Let's go. 60. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. Escapes the... And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception into points.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. And he showed you right there when there's not. Well, this kid can run.
Extra point attempt coming up. Looking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jets 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Trey Tucker to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Down. 6. Mega. 50. Green. Right. Right.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Ready.
All set to go now from the 35.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders
Working on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down.
Yellow, blue, strike.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
He's going to throw it again. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Set, hut. Blue, 30, stay.
Working inside the red zone. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Now the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Still sticking with the passing game. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got two in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Let's go now. 10 black. Ready.
To the air on third and long. Chased out to his right. And should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But two in a row now have slipped away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of eyes. Keep the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God up beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking